Hello, hello, hello. Once again, y'all, we are back, y'all. The Teddy and Monica Show, WFTB 104.1 FM, Tab, Nashville Gospel Radio. We are in the building once again, y'all. We are so excited to be here. Hello, Monica Chisholm. How are you doing? You been at work all day? No, I'm messing with you. It's good to see you, though, young lady. It's so good to see you. You got anything you want to say to the people today, Monica?
Hello, welcome. Happy Monday. We made it to another Monday.
Yes. And when we make it here, we excited because we know the day is over with, y'all. But today, you all, we have another exciting show, y'all. We, like I tell y'all all the time, we're being blessed to be able to talk and have conversations with some very, very special people that's making major moves in the city, people that's doing things. You know, we talk to entrepreneurs, we talk to psychiatrists, we talk to all types of people, baby, and
college
students, people that's doing all types of things here in Nashville, Tennessee. And today, you all, we have another artist in the building, you all, and the spin though is she's not a gospel artist. Our last artist, he wasn't a gospel artist neither. But he had great inspiring music. And today, you all, we have another special person. When I got her bio, I was looking over some of the stuff, y'all, and one of her songs is called Boss Lady. Okay, so when I saw that, I was like, Boss Lady. And so, you know, I had to go in and do my little research, listen down. I was like, okay. You know, it threw some stuff out there that I was like, I had to snap back a little bit, but it was great music, and this young lady could sing. So I'm finna let her introduce herself to you all, because I want her to introduce herself properly, because I know she is, y'all. Her vibe, as soon as she walked in this room today, we got a whole vibe from her today. Didn't you get that vibe,
Got
Monica?
the whole vibe.
So we're gonna turn the mic over to my guest, our guest today, and I'm gonna call about her what she said, the number 10. And she used that number 10 because that's a big number. That's what she said to. So 10, introduce yourself to our audience today and let us know a little bit about yourself. Give us a little bio, what you do, how old you are. I need to know that part because I don't know how old you are yet. So come on with it, girl.
All right. Thank you guys for having me. Like I said, I'm new to the city. I'm originally from Chicago. I just moved to Atlanta maybe 16 years ago. I was there. And when I say I found myself as a Black woman there, because I had never saw women owning businesses and Black people thriving, you know. So Atlanta was very good to me. But unfortunately, you know, we have those moments where God starts to grow you. When you learn something, now you got to go outside the community and start to show people what you've learned and blessing others with your talent. So now I'm here in Nashville. In the past, I've opened up for Angie Stone. Rest in peace to Angie Stone for giving me my first shot opening for her in Albany, Georgia. Also, Bilal. Shout out to Bilal for allowing me to
Wait. I got the. Wait a minute. You done open up for my boy Bilal?
I headline with Bilal.
Wow.
I went from opening is my first ever headline show in front of 6,000 people.
Don't you know that You Must Be My Soul Sister is one of my favorite.
God.
That is one of the falsetto on that boy's voice is immaculate.
He's like another Prince.
Yeah,
he's next in line.
But he doesn't get the props that he should get as an artist. I don't think so.
You know
in certain genre, in certain
That's
eras.
True.
There we go.
But he gets respected in the right rooms, like Robert Glasper, and you know the people who actually care about real music.
Yeah.
And I'm learning too, because I'm a seasoned artist now. I've been doing this for 20 years now. I'll be 40 in March.
Okay.
So March 12th, I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, I know. Black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack unless you're doing a lot of cracking. I don't do none of that. Whitney Houston told me that.
Because I'm over here. You done gave up your age, girl. I thought you
You
was
look
in.
nothing like no 40-year-old.
I'm proud to say my age because it's a testimony behind not giving up on yourself. You know, especially being an older Black woman in the business. You've been told if you're too dark, you ain't gonna make it.
Wow.
Coming from where it's different now, but coming from where I come from, it was so many hurdles. But I'm just so happy that we have social media. There's pros and cons of being able to just put yourself out there and allowing the universe and allowing God to place you and find your fans.
Absolutely.
And I've been fortunate, like I said, to do that, headlining with Bilal. I also just opened for Music Soul Child a couple of months ago. Yeah, and I was on The Voice last year as well. Got to meet Reba, Chance the Rapper. And then I was on America's Got Talent. Got to meet Simon Cowell. He told me I was a star. He was like, "You are a star." I was like, "Okay, Simon told me I'm a star. I'm a star."
Wow,
you know, so I've done a lot in my career, and I've been full-time performing in different cities. And before COVID, I actually started to sell out in Atlanta and throw my own shows thanks to Writing Sessions of America, which Kevin Shine, he's a big wig as far as A&R. He worked with like Kanye and Ann Nesby and different people in Chicago, and he mentored me, developed me, and taught me all the skills. And and this is who I am now. My name is Ten. My original name was Tenette, but I ended up cutting it in half because I felt like 10 is a lot more powerful. For me, it's like a number of completion because every decade or every 10 years, there's a new season.
That's
And I'm a 10 too. You know, I'm going to talk my stuff. You know, I look good to be 40.
You
Come
sure
on,
do.
You know?
come on.
Yeah, and I was vegan for before you ask, veganism is the truth if you do it the right way. I was vegan for 16 years. But then when I moved here, ain't no vegan out here, y'all. So if you a vegan, you ain't gonna make it in Nashville. So I became a pescatarian now.
It's a couple of vegan spots here.
In Atlanta, it's vegan on every corner.
Gotcha.
There's a whole West End community. Shout out to Tassili's raps, raw raps, where you can, being an artist, you travel a lot, so you can't really cook. So being able to just go outside and just go to a restaurant and eat all the nutrients and get the vitamins and holistic things you need, Atlanta really did that for me and preserved me and kept me looking good and feeling good. So,
That's good stuff.
yeah.
Girl.
So that's your secret, huh?
Yes, in peace. You know, I don't let anybody ruin my peace. I don't live above my means. That's why I made the song Boss Lady, which is my new single. Have never put music out in 20 years. This is my first song ever. Yeah, I got over 150 songs recorded. Just being obedient to when God say, when is your time.
So you got 150 songs recorded just sitting in the
in the
backlogs.
archive because I'm learning I'm in school. I'm at SAE, Sound Audio Engineering School, and I'm learning about business and the behind the scenes. And I'm learning your catalog is your retirement. There are certain ways you can go and take money off of it. It's like property. Your music is what is gonna retire you because I don't work a job. I don't think I could ever work a job. But I know what I'm good at, and I know that there's a lot of money in owning your masters and being able to produce your own stuff, licensing, movies, television, just jingles. Radio is still hot. You know, it's a lot of ways to make money, and I want to teach young women who are in this business how to maintain their money because I didn't have help. I had a manager most of my career who protected me. I never had any crazy situations.
Yes.
I always had a protector. Shout out, like I said, to Kevin Shine. He was like my dad, and he protected me. Nobody was going to bother me. I would walk in the room. He'd be like, don't not bother her.
Yeah.
You know, because we all need that. We all need a person to, women, especially young girls, to know the business. So when you walk in the room, yes, you're beautiful, but what else do you have to offer? Where's your value in that room?
Yes.
And my song Boss Lady will be that for them. It's a movement, you know, to empower financial literacy.
Wow.
All right,
That's
so
awesome.
you got something you want to
No,
ask?
I'm just saying, look, she's got me over here mesmerized.
All right. I want to, since we jumped on Boss Lady real quick, what you gave us, what was the inspiration behind?
Yes,
because
yes.
I know that's your new single that's out right now, Boss Lady. Okay,
yes.
so the true inspiration was though what was the actual true inspiration that gave you this song, Boss Lady?
Well, for a long time, it's two inspirations. Okay, it's a funny one, and I don't know. I will tell you the funny one. The funny one, I used to drive Lyft. Shout out to Lyft Finance my whole career. That's how I survived, driving Lyft. And I would put disco balls in my car, and I would have this party and pick up people. And I used to pick up a lot of women and young girls, and I heard them talking about they had sugar daddies. Like they had men that would give them money, and they would hang out with these guys and stuff like that. And one girl say she took $10,000 and bought a bag. And I was like, I turned back and I said, "You did what?" I said, "Girl, let me show you. You need to flip that. Do you know you can get like 8 more bags if you take the money and flip it? And then he might even give you some more if you go buy some property." Like, it was a joke, but it really made me think about me as well, because for a long time, I struggled with financial literacy because my mom was she worked 3 jobs and she was never home. She was a single parent. She didn't have a lot of time to hug us or give us affection, but she paid the bills. We lived good. But she never taught me how to handle money. So I've always been a hustler. I can go out and make money. I was a basketball star. So I would be out there playing basketball, hustling people for money, walking the house with, like, I'm selling something. And my mom, "Where you get that money from?" Because I just knew how to use my talent to get certain things, you know. But I never knew, how do I put it in the bank account? How do I invest this? Even right now, today, I'm still learning. I'm taking financial classes. But after a while, you create these bad spending habits. And then we live in this world in music where you start to live above your means to try to hang out with certain people. You want to drive a nice car. You want to look good. But now I learned how to ball on a budget. I know how to thrift. I know how to, when I'm tired of wearing this, I turn it in and get something new. I know how to go online and wait till it go on sale and get it and look good and make my own stuff. I do my own hair. I became self-sufficient because I went and researched the things that I am good at, and I do it for myself, and it saves me lots of money so that I don't have to be out here in survivor mode doing anything, you know, exposing myself in a way where I'm not proud of, and I don't want the younger generation to, you know, follow that. So I want to now be vulnerable in the financial space and say, I'm still learning. We can learn together. So let's do it. Let's use this music to pull them in and then teach them something.
Very inspiring.
Yes,
very
Thank
inspiring
you.
tonight. To even, I get excited when I just hear African American people, period, women and men, that's trying to up the bar on anything like financial literacy, trying to get to different entrepreneurships and doing things, because I'm an entrepreneur from the soul. That's all I do. And to hear you talking the things that you are saying, plus you're backing up, I see what the song Boss Lady, you know, how it actually came to life, because you're bossing up and doing everything. This person said something to me and it stuck with me. She said, success is only achieved by your preparation. So if you prepare for success, you will have success. And I feel like you take a lot of time to like prepare for your success and going forward in things that you're doing, which is an excellent situation that's going on with your life. So you got something you want to say real quick, Monica?
No, I just have a quick question, and I think it's an easy question. Well, I ain't gonna say it's an easy question. So, I just met you today. You have this utmost confidence. You know, you're the one. You're not a follower. You're a leader. So, where do you get that from? Did you get that from a early age, or is it just over time you matured?
Wow, I just got chills. That's crazy. Thank you for noticing that. It took me a long time to get there, because growing up I was bullied a lot in school, elementary school, high school, because I was different. I was very talented, and unfortunately, when you live in the urban community, we don't know how to uplift the best person. We want to compete with it, or we want to beat it up, or we want to talk about it. So I was a victim to abuse growing up, even with my mom. She was a functioning alcoholic because she was stressed. She had 4 girls living with her, no fathers, and she's trying to make it. So I ended up enduring, being the baby, a lot of physical and verbal abuse. So for me, once I started believing in God, you know, I didn't go to church. My mom, I had a praying grandmama, and Grandma Rosie, and she would pray. My grandma would pray. When I say pray, I didn't know what she was doing, but she was speaking tongue, and she had a little Crown Royal purple bag. My grandma was something else. But I watched her. She had a lot of confidence. My grandmother retired from Nabisco. So we all thought my grandma was rich, because she would walk around with Mary Kay. She would sell the makeup and look good. She had a paid in full house. And she would wear these fur mink coats. And I just grew up in royalty. Even though my mom wasn't around, her mom taught her, make sure they go to school, make sure they eat, make sure you protect them, and make sure they have a place to live.
Yeah.
But she was never taught the affection part and the love part because she didn't get it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mean to cut you off,
Yeah.
girl, but most of the time, parents, they only can do what they're taught.
They come from a different time.
They come
now
from
that I'm older and I hear my mom talk,
Man.
they were coming out of almost a little bit of the gentrification. Gentrification and slavery and just not being seen.
Not being seen, not being nurtured, not having the love. I guarantee y'all, and it's all of us, I guarantee you all of our mothers and fathers didn't get the proper hugs and the love that they needed as young people.
They just didn't know how.
And they parents didn't
did
know
the best
how.
that
They
they
got with
can.
so they didn't know how to translate that to us, which that made us have to translate it to our children
kids.
different. You know,
Yeah.
and you don't have children, do you? 10.
No, I don't have any children, and it's not because I can't or I don't want any. I just think where God has me and my purpose is bigger than just that. You know, I think giving birth and being a mom is a hard job, and I give kudos to any woman that carries a child and brings them into this world, because we in a crazy world, and the fact that people are still having kids and being able to survive
Yes.
in a single household, because I'm by myself and I struggle sometimes financially, just trying to pay for simple things, dental and medicate, whatever I need to live. It costs. And just think about having a kid. So I don't think I would be able to minister the way that I do if I had a kid right now, and I'm 40, you know what I'm saying? If God blesses me with a good man that supports what I'm doing and God wants me to have a family, then that I receive that. I leave myself open to that. But right now, I feel like my purpose is bigger, and also I feel like I have a job to do, and it's just not that right in this moment. So yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I have another question. So, when I met you, I was like, I love your hair. You have a unique look to yourself. So I'm quite sure when people see you, they either stare or they question. So I guess my question, how do you deal with it? Because I'm gonna give you a small analogy. I know my hair is pinned up now, but when I met my husband, I had a lot of hair because I have Indian. And so I would get the stares and people's like, that's not your real hair. That's fake. And it took me a little time to embrace it because I started feeling some kind of way by myself. But you are walking in confidence. I mean, even your outfit, I was like, this girl, she is together. I mean, you as soon as you came out the car, you owned all the way, you know what I'm saying? So how do you speak to the young people in this world? Because a lot of them have, and I call it identity crisis.
Yes.
And you are bold. I'm like, I love your hair. Because you might
Come
see
on.
somebody and they be like, what is that? Your hair is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Even down to your outfit, I'm like, it's different, it's unique.
Yes.
And my daughter's like this. She can put on things, and I be like, that don't really go together, but that look good. And like your outfit, I was like, she is done put this outfit together. This
thank
hair,
you.
everything is just gorgeous.
Thank you. Well, like I said, I just pull from being bullied and healing, God, going to church and giving my life over to God. And when you do that, you get this confidence. I call it the God confidence. You know what I'm saying? When you don't care what nobody think, you know that God loves you. If I ain't have no hair, if I was bald, or if I had whatever's going on, it's my spirit. I put all of my energy into my who I am inside, and that's what gives me confidence. And also, I grew up watching Erykah Badu, India Reed, just black women who embraced it. I had role models. I'm grateful I was born in the 80s because I got to see the Whitneys, the Michael Jacksons, And these artists, the Isley Brothers, they knew how to dress.
Mm-hmm.
They were cleaner than a whistle, you know. I would watch Soul Train every Sunday, record over when it was tapes. I don't know nothing about no tapes.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, well, we older than you.
We
way older than you. Yeah.
But if the young folks listening, the tapes, oh my God, you can rewind it.
Oh.
Look. You can record over soap operas. My mom used to get me on that one. But yeah, we had things. We had Apollo on TV.
Oh yeah.
We had the Cosby Show. We had we just
good
had
times. Don't leave good times out of
look
them.
Power. Even like the Power Rangers. We had just unique, innovative things that
Yes, we did.
open up our hearts and our minds. And then we used to play outside. We played We played tag.
Yes.
I ate a little dirt every. You know what I'm saying? My
Grass.
mom,
Don't eat grass out there.
yeah, when it was safe, when your mama say go and play and come back, and then you hear your mama calling you 3 miles away, you be like, I gotta go, y'all. The street lights on.
Yeah.
You know, we were able to discover ourselves, you know, and now we don't have that. They don't, you know, you can't trust nobody with your children. People are exposed to the social media where they're on the dark web looking at stuff that back in the day we didn't even know existed.
Right.
We wasn't doing that. That's why I feel like relationships and marriages lasted, because we left things to the imagination. You know, men were like, oh, I had an uncle. He was like, I love her ankles. She got some nice ankles. And I'm like, ankles? What? Why you like? Because back in the day, women wore long dresses. They were a little more classy, and he was attracted to the part he could see,
The feet.
and he wanted to see the rest. So he worked. He courted her. He took on a date, and he built that momentum, and that's how the connection of love was there. We don't have that anymore, and that's what I try to put into my music. That old school feeling that can translate through the young and the old. Because I used to go to barbecues, and I used to be the little girl listening to Betty Wright in the corner mimicking In Vogue, and we party together.
Yes.
And we need that again. And I want to be that artist to usher in that old school feeling of your grandma, your auntie, and then you got a 16-year-old say, we all can connect on this music because it's good music and it feels good and it makes you want to do something, cry, dance, or have fun. Yeah.
Wow.
So with saying that, I'm finna throw a curve here. What is some of the venues that you're doing on like a personal level that you do on a like weekly, monthly basis that people can go and actually listen and sit and hear your voice? What are some of the things that you're doing in the city now?
Right now, you can find me at Golden Sound. It's in a Gulch. And it's a vintage. It's so beautiful. It's very small, but I do an acoustic set usually on Thursdays, maybe twice a month. I go there and I sing soul funk covers, and then I might throw some original in there, and it's all acoustic and it's super dope vibes. The next show that I'm having is actually what today is Monday, Tuesday actually. Tomorrow I will be at not Analog, but the African American Museum. You know, the Black music, the Black Film Fest is here this week.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been blessed. Shout out to DJ Smoke, one of the biggest DJs in town.
Yeah, man, that's my guy, Smoke.
Yeah. So that's another thing what I like about Nashville. When you come with an open heart and you humble, you know what I'm saying? You just open and you got good energy and you're talented too. People will work with you. People will pull you in and lift you up and build you and put you in spaces that people who've been here for years may not even get in because of the ego and feeling like I deserve it. Because no, I feel like you have to work for it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I'm about to be 40 because I have wisdom now. That isn't not just because I'm pretty, because I have talent. It's because I am consistent and I believe in myself. I believe in God. Everything that I do has an order, you know, and that's what's been putting me ahead in this moment, coming here on faith and believing in myself. So yeah, I'll be at Analog at 7:00. And then I have another show. I mean, not Analog, African American Museum on Broadway. And then I have Analog on Thursday, October the 2nd. I'll be there at 7 singing Boss Lady, Big Boss, Big Moves, Give Me All Your Money. Yeah, I'll be singing that. I'll be singing that song. And yeah, come out. It's the Black Film Fest. Please support, because here in Nashville, I love Nashville, but God is doing something different. You know, a lot of urban and soulful things are starting to sprout. And I'm part of that movement. Thank you, God, for putting me in this space, in this season, to kind of, like I said, usher in some better spaces for us to sing what we good at, which is soul music.
I wasn't gonna put you on the spot, but you opened up the can of worms that allow me to put you on the spot. If you could, just because as soon as I got your Instagram page, all your pages, you know, I started going in there and I started listening to some of your cover tunes, some of your songs. And Tim, when I tell you your voice is amazing, I think you heard me on the phone when we was talking. Your voice is amazing.
Thank you.
I would love if you gave the people just a little, maybe 2 or 3 seconds of something that the people can really hear your voice, because we don't get a lot of artists this. And the only reason I'm doing this is because your confidence is saying that she's ready and she can
And 10, you got more than 2 or 3 seconds. That ain't enough, honey. Sing till God releases you. Yeah. Yes.
Y'all so funny. Well, I thank you guys, because it's a struggle for me with my talent. Even being in Atlanta, it's so many good singers, like gospel singers, and I wasn't raised in a church, so I don't do all of that acrobatics. I've never been vocal trained. I'm literally just going off of mimicking and just having a God-given talent, you know. So for a long time, I've struggled with competing, you know. But now it's not about that. It's a tone. I have a beautiful, unique tone that nobody sounds like me. That's the prize. It ain't about the acrobats. It's about everything works together.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
But I'll do a song, Perfect 10. This song is a song, like I said, I was bullied growing up, so all of my songs derive from my experience to motivate younger people to be bold and walk in the room. So I'm gonna sing a little bit of this.
Yes.
Okay, we're ready for you, 10. We're ready for
Here
you.
we go. I know when I step in a room, it offends you. Yeah, I know it do. And if I give you attention, I intend to. Don't you know it, babe? It ain't easy to ignore me, babe. Just don't get in my way. Mwah. I don't quiet down for no buster boy. I know you hear the sound when you hear my voice. It's not my job, baby, making you comfortable. It ain't easy standing 10 feet tall. When you walk around with a sad face, I'll be getting bang, bang. Mwah. Woo!
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes. That's awesome right there.
Yes. I did that for a reason, Ten. I'm excited that I knew you could handle it. That's the only reason why I did that, because trust me, I had other people here that I could have done that with, and they would have been like, boy, you out of your mind. I ain't. Yeah, they would have froze up on me. But thank you so much, Tim, for that. That was amazing.
Thank you for listening. I come from a time you got to sing. You ain't no auto tunes.
Yes.
You know, I sound like the CD. You know, I'm glad I came up during that time when you actually got to know how to hit the notes.
You talking about real music. And,
I'm ready to sing anytime.
And you sing with a band, and that's something so many people don't understand that singing with bands it's a broad thing, and it gives you so much more energy. It gives you so much more it even, it ups your influence in the, for the audience
Yeah.
automatically when you come in there with the band, because when you come in there with tracks and stuff and you doing,
Yeah.
it seems, like it's a repetitious thing, where as live, I know you can just go just like you were just smooth with it right there. Live music is always going to be a staple in this industry, going forward. Because, I mean, what's your preference? Do you like doing tracks, or do you?
Well, I've never, like I said, my mentor, Kevin, he used to always say, you're a business. So you want to be seen doing what you're selling.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be
That's
out here
good.
doing
good.
tracks, because if someone see you doing tracks, they're going to offer you the track price.
Wow.
Wow.
But if you're trying to compete with live artists, you want to do what they doing, so you can start to build your stamina up, your repertoire. So when you're selling yourself, they see it. That's how you get booked. If you put a video of you singing tracks or singing in your room, in your bathroom all the time, who gonna book you for that? We live in a visual state right now. It's an illusion. You could be broke, but if you walk around looking like $1 million, people will believe that.
That you,
Yeah, so for me,
good.
my brand is a band, 3 background singers, an intro. You're going to get the whole bells and whistles. But I have been tapping into the Southern soul space, and they don't have that experience like that because the budget is not there. But it'd be 20,000 people there, and tracks and DJs. And I got booked twice in Jackson, in Alabama, and I got paid what I don't even get paid here for a band.
Wow.
For tracks.
Wow.
So now I'm transitioning into stems. I don't know if you know what stems are.
I know about stems, absolutely.
Yeah. Where you can just enhance, because all the stars, Beyonce, Rihanna, they all use stems, because stems just give you that HD cinema experience. Like you can really create an experience for people. And I call my show a perfect 10 experience, where everything is, for me, perfect. You're going to get something that you ain't going to get nowhere else.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a quick question. Something the Perfect 10 Experience presents the Gumbo.
Yes. So the Gumbo is a show that I created in Atlanta, where I wanted to mix different genres of music on one stage, whether it was 60s, 70s soul, funk, country, whatever you, poetry. And then I used to do interviews in the middle of the show, where I would find a legend in the community that nobody knew, like a Jazzy Faye. Who else we had? We had a writer who wrote Brandy, Baby Baby. We had Slow Jam King, and he wrote every slow song. Jodeci, he produced it.
Wow.
I got him to come and talk about and teach the community about royalties and his journey to inspire. So it was just a gumbo of everything. And then I will honor them. I will give them an award and say, thank you for what you've done to set us up. And I will create these shows. So I did my first show 4 months ago. Shout out to Corner Wedge. It's a Black-owned venue who allowed me to do my first show. I was a little nervous because in Nashville, especially with Black music, there's no audience for us.
Right.
Because we tend to stay with our people, and that's killing us, because there's not enough money being made in our community for us to feed each other. And we're fighting. We're thinking everybody trying to get over, but we just don't have it. So instead of going outside the community and working in spaces with the money and then bringing it back and investing in our own things, there's an imbalance. So I decided to partner with them, and they allowed me to come, and actually 70 to 100 people came on my first show.
Wow. And then what city was this? This was here?
This is Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did the show. I brought, shout out to Edwin. He's from Atlanta. He does like a James Brown soul funk type of vibe. He came out. We had another artist. She was like Olivia. She's super dope. Shout out to Olivia. She does the Flamingo every Wednesday. She's incredible. She improvises and freestyles with a live band for 4 hours.
Wow. That's awesome.
One of the most incredible artists in Nashville for me. It blew my mind. And then she really embraced me when I first moved here. She's like, you want to sing? She don't know me. She don't know if I can sing. And she allowed me to come. And now I have a fan base there. So yeah, I got just artists in the community that I really love, no matter if you're Black, purple, green, whatever genre, as long as it's soulful, it's clean, and it has a message. I brought them in, and it was called the gumbo. That's something I want to break certain bridges where they're doing country over. No, you can come over here, come do your country over here, and I'm gonna do my soul over there. So we can just kind of mix it all in like a gumbo. Is everything you love soulful.
So is the gumbo experience coming back?
It's coming back. I am working on building a team because that's another thing. As a boss lady, you can't do everything by yourself.
Absolutely.
You can start it by yourself, but the stress of doing everything, being an artist. I even opened my show doing a poem. I'm a poet as well. And I did a gumbo. I wrote a gumbo poem to open it up. So I'm doing the sound. I'm doing the poem. I'm booking the artist. I'm hosting. Getting awards. I did all this by myself. And it was a super dope event. But God told me to go bigger. Stop, being afraid. Stop coming and thinking that, oh, this was cute. No, I didn't bring you to Nashville to be cute. You was cute already. Now we trying to boss up. And I need you to put a team together so that anytime you do something, it's impactful.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
The gumbo experience. You say it was the Wedgwood Corner?
Yeah, I think it's called Corner Wedge. They're actually building another venue on the side of the one that they're at. So it's called Aura Lounge, and it's gonna be huge. It's really big.
So Nashville got all these nice, quaint places that we don't know about.
Hang out with me, girl. I go look. I'm gonna get y'all info because I got this little app I use, and anytime there's something going on, you will get a message.
So do you do a lot on Broadway? Because I know when we walk Broadway, it's mostly country. But are you able to use your talent anywhere on that strip?
I'm working on something. The thing with Broadway is that it's more like jukebox, and I'm an original artist, so I write all my own music. So I'm trying to balance it, where I can go and do covers, but then be able to sneak a little bit of my original in there just so that we can have representation down there. Because I've been kind of limiting myself because I'm tired of covers. I don't want to sing nobody else's song. It's time for another Aretha. We did another James Brown. But how do we develop into that if we don't have a space to get validated as an artist? And there's no money in music. So the trick now, keep us singing other people's songs because a lot of these labels own the royalties to these songs. So every time we sing them covers on Broadway, them venues are registered.
Wow.
With PROs and licensing.
And they get the
and
money.
They're getting the money and recycling it.
Wow.
And us original artists are not making no money because we don't have an outlet to break our music.
Wow.
We don't have radio anymore. We don't have marketing dollars. We're not signed to a label. All we have is social media, and now that's being controlled by an algorithm. And if you're not buying ads and you're not pumping money into their system, nobody knows you.
Wow.
There's a lot of artists right now that's on tour, that's selling out arenas, and we don't know them because they're fan to fan. They believe in themselves. They got their own website. They got their own contact list. They started from 100 people to 200 to 500. And now it's been 6 or 7 years, and they're on a world tour now.
Preparation for success. We're going to go there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm that's the same. Look, we a year in, and this is something that what you just said inspired just me. And when I think about what we're doing, okay, we came in this thing like we never thought we would actually have a radio show on a podcast.
At all.
This is something that we never in our life would together thought we'd be doing this. Okay,
it's
so
beautiful.
to hear what you just said and about how you don't have different outlets, different platforms, we have to create them. And I'm starting to realize this. And we were blessed to get this thrown in our lap. But now we're creating something, and now we're not going to stop. And I love the fact that you're going to go out there and push the button to make sure that you're successful. Preparation. I love it.
Yes.
Give before we get, because this time goes by fast.
I
We say this all the time.
We've been
it goes
having
by.
fun.
That
Yeah,
is so
and
good.
especially
Great,
when
great questions. Thank you guys so much.
It is. When you're having fun and it's exciting, it goes by fast. But before we get off the air, you gave us a little bit about empowering young people. Okay, I want you to give us something that's going to empower not only young people but empower women. Something that you can even throw at men, being a single woman,
Yes.
that it can help us be better or can prick our spirit to be better for women out there in this world. So
Amen. Yes.
give us some inspiration.
That's
And
deep.
we try to do that with all of our guests that we have, because people don't understand communication is so
Yes.
powerful.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you do it through music. You communicate through so many different things, and communication is going to be one of the staples that's going to help people go forth in life, because people are, we talk about this so much on our show. Everyone wants to be isolated.
Oh, yes.
Everyone wants to be by themselves. You don't want, social media, but us having this conversation, somebody gonna pick it up and they gonna see 10. They gonna see 10 on the
Yes.
Sacrificial Conversations page, and they gonna say, she said something that inspired me. So 10.
Yeah.
Give us something before you leave us tonight that's going to inspire, like I said, young people first, women, and even something for the men tonight.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for this opportunity. Again, my name is Ten. And I would just say for the younger generation is to, first of all, believe in God. God is real.
Yes.
That's number one. That's your ground base, because when you don't have people, as far as your mom, you can be going through it with your family. You have that safe, sacred space where you can go into your own room and pray and really tap into that inner voice, because God gives us all that. And once you tap into that, you need to really figure out who you are and what while you're on this earth. What is your passion? And if you don't know your passion, I would say just be a good person.
Wow.
Hold yourself accountable. I believe as a human being on this earth, we were here to impact rooms, impact people. When we're if you in your car and somebody needs to get over. God, I believe God looks at those small things.
I gotta stop you. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you go back into that thing, y'all. But when I get a nugget, I got to stop and say something about that nugget that you just sit there and gave. People don't understand. You said something. Be impactful when you walk in the room. If people will understand that when you walk in the room, people should be enlightened when they see you.
Or learn something new.
Or learn something new.
Yes.
Or what you said afterwards, they should see the kindness or the goodness.
And remember that aura and that energy that you brought in the room. You didn't, because I had to learn, being in Atlanta, there's so many beautiful, powerful women. And I found myself, I had this feeling in my chest. And I was like, I feel uncomfortable around these powerful women. Am I insecure? Am I jealous? What is this? This envy? It just was a feeling where I just didn't feel like I belonged or I was seen. And one day I walked out the space and then I prayed and it went away. And then I heard God say, go back in there and go talk to the women and ask them. Because I kept asking that to myself. And I saw a beautiful girl. Everybody was just around her and she's just this millionaire. And I walked up to her and said, you are so beautiful. And that's the first time I ever gave someone credit. Because growing up in the Black community and being a Black woman, we always competing. We have this thing where we're always competing. We were never taught to just be a cheerleader. Even growing up, I have 4 sisters. We were not taught how to support each other. It was always competition. Who's the prettiest? Who's the brownest? Who's more like? Who got the best hair? It's always a thing. So in the community of the new generation, as parents, I'm not even gonna put it on the generation. It's the parents. It's the people, the environment. We have to create an environment conducive to them responding to what they see around them.
Yes.
So us adults and people who know better, we have to be better influencers. I love the new artist Cardi B, but that ain't all. Every woman don't want to be that. That's not everybody's story. That's why as a young artist, it's very, very important for you to show up and be who God made you to be, because there's another girl who can relate to you, who can connect to your story, and they don't have to be forced to relate to someone that the media is putting and throwing down our throat, because that's just not me. And that's why I do what I do. Like I said, I'm about to be 40, and I never gave up on my dream, because I believe when you hit 40, it's a magic number where you're reliving your 20s again. If you're doing the self-work. I'm literally reliving my 20s, but wiser.
Right. Okay. I like that.
Everything is sped up now. I can walk in the room. I got confidence because I don't got knocked down and I don't got back up. And I realized that God protects you from things that don't belong. So it's not that you failed at anything. He was protecting you for now and preparing you. And that's where I'm at now. So I'm rambling now. But even for men, there's been times where I have met really cool, powerful men. I need y'all to see past the looks, okay? Because I believe in my life, I will be a lot further because I met some very powerful men, but they wanted to do what they wanted to do. They had their own agenda physically in a low vibrational energy that was trying to take over my energy. But if you would have just nurtured me, built me, and helped me, even financially, I struggle a lot with money. And it's like, if you see a girl out here hustling and doing her thing, she got morals, she ain't out here trying to use you, help this young lady. Because this can be the next superstar. This can be the next person that's going to help your daughter or your niece or something like that. I just think we all have a responsibility. And that's one thing that I feel like I wish, shout out to Charles Howe. He's doing that for me. I prayed. I met him and he's like, you are a go-getter. Yeah. I want to help you. Charles, when I say Charles helps me, he puts me in rooms. He vouches for me. He's respectful. You know, he respects my opinions. He listens to me. Charles, 30, 40 years older than me. Yeah. But he listens to me because we all can learn from each other. As long as you on this earth, you never stop growing and you never stop learning. Yeah,
Charles is a great uncle to have.
Yes, he
is. Especially in this industry.
He's awesome. And I just pray that we get more people like Charles, because he comes from, like I said, a different time as well. Yeah. But we just not in that time anymore. So those who come from that time, please step up, mentor somebody. Stop making it about money. Stop making it about you. Stop making it about sex. Make it about God and just feeding into someone, because that's called sowing. And I've learned too, there's things that you want in life, but it just can be that one little thing of you sowing into something and having a good heart about it. It's a difference when you give and you give with an attitude. Another thing, God, is, I don't know who need to hear this. When you say you helping someone, if you don't help them with a good heart, don't even do it. Wow. Because God don't even see it. You know how people do stuff for you just to fulfill who they are, make them feel good? God don't care about that. It's a heart thing. It's a spirit thing. Do something for somebody and not look for nothing in return. Amen. We need to get back to sowing. Yes. And not expecting, I gave her $100. She ain't give me nothing. Maybe it's not going to come from her. It might be something, you might want a new car. Yep. And God, you walk into the thing, he like, you've won a car. He's like, dang, I want a car. And it could be because 2 years ago, you gave somebody $100, say, keep it. I don't really have it, but you need it. Keep it. I'll be all right. And walk away and know that it's going to come back. So that's what I'm going to speak. Please, y'all, we gotta get back to the love. We got to get back to the spirit. We got to get back to the obedience, meditation, we just got to get back to the family, community. You know, when even for me, being here, community has been very powerful. The community has really been looking out for me. And in Atlanta, I'm sorry, I love you, ATL. We just got to do better out there with community. If you have a superstar, and I'm claiming it, I'm a superstar. I watch and learn and study the James Browns. I study Prince. I study Whitney. I study Aretha. I study these people. And I saw they're a mirror to me. I saw myself in these people. So that validates that I am a superstar.
Amen.
And I have a mission, but I can't do it by myself. I need y'all help.
That's good.
Yes, that's awesome.
Spread
That's
the word.
Yes,
You
yes,
see me
yes,
in the street,
yes.
come give me a hug. You see me posting something on social media, send somebody or just buy a ticket. You don't even have to come. Repost it.
Oh yeah.
A
Repost it.
repost or a comment, anything. Please just support those people in your community, these young people that's trying to do what we're doing. I'm not trying. We're going to get rid of that word. I am doing what I feel like is my purpose and what will impact the next generation because they are the ones that count in this moment.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. That's awesome.
So one other thing before we get out of here, I want you to give us all your platforms and everything where people can reach you at, any other information. And I know you said you had your website is about to launch October the 1st. So give us all your contact information and everything where people can contact you or just go and listen, download, whatever we need to do to just support you, Ten. So go ahead and do that right now for us.
All right, everybody. I just want to say thank you to you guys for having
you.
me.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you. I can't wait to come back one day.
Yes, you will.
Some other stuff.
I'm gonna tell you something when you go. I got something for you when you leave. I'm gonna mess you up. All right.
But yes, you can find me everywhere at 10 Official Music. My YouTube is 10 Music Media. That's where you can find all my media. And my new website is 10officialmusic.com. We'll be launching October 1st. It's an interactive, Afro-futuristic site. So it's something that I've been working on. Shout out to Kenny Ghost. He's a super dope website developer. He's one of my best friends. And he took his time with me and sat down, and I was able to come up with some cool ideas and also be involved in, I'm involved in everything. My brand. You're not going to have a meeting about me and I ain't in the room.
You ain't in the room.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's another tad bit. Always be in a room when someone is representing you so you make sure everything right.
That's good.
But yeah, 10 Official Music. You can find me. I'm on my personal page is Tenette Smith. That's my other side. I am a audio engineer. I record Pro Tools, Logic. I do live sound as well. I'm in school. I graduated in November.
Yay.
I have my second degree.
All right.
Associates in sound. And yeah, Boss Lady is on all platforms. All you got to type in is Boss Lady 10 on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, Amazon. It's everywhere, you guys. Please go stream it. I'm also coming out with some vinyl, and we're going to get back to the CDs.
Okay.
We going old school. We going to have some parties in Nashville. I'm doing some pop-ups. And also I'm looking to collaborate with some women empowerment programs. If y'all know some people with my Boss Lady movement, I would like to get into some schools and create some panels. I know a lot of women in the industry that probably would love to come and speak to the girls and prepare them. So when they graduate from school, grammar school, they know how to handle their money. They know how to go get an LLC. They know about PRO. They know about publishing and mastering and branding and owning your brand and trademarking. We want to make sure they are prepared. Even if I didn't have it, I want to be able to give it to them. So yeah.
All right. Yes.
And girl, you have set the bar tonight.
Yes, you have. You have exceeded the bar.
Yes, we are excited about everything you just gave us. 10, we are just, like I say, we're blessed to have you tonight. Been another great show.
Yes,
great show,
listeners, go out there and support.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the Sacrificial Conversations. Our engineer DeMarco is going to put it out there just in case you didn't get a chance to jot it down. And go out there and support 10. 10, we're going to support you. You are an amazing woman.
And play Boss Lady.
Yes, and play
Well, I
Boss
don't know if y'all
Lady.
can play it on gospel.
Yeah, I might can't play boss.
Ain't no profanity in it, but it's definitely not gospel.
Yeah.
You know? But yes, it's a good record.
Yes. So, like I say, y'all, another amazing night, you all. I can't say enough, y'all, to see, and we get so excited when we see younger people doing their thing, Monica.
Yes,
Don't they
yes.
just do
Yes, it
something to
does,
see,
yes.
and especially African American young people doing something, y'all. Now that's something I know I can say. African American people doing their thing, and I just love it. I love it. I love it. 10, we're gonna pray that people take what we gave them and take some of the information they gave you and take their lives to another level and boss up, boss later.
Yes, and I would like to say, I don't know, I just feel this in my spirit. I want to pray for you guys to continue to represent union because we need to see that.
That's
And I love that. This
you.
is such a beautiful thing, and I could see God really opening more doors for you guys to reach out to the youth.
Praise
Because
God.
they need us right now. No matter how old you are, they need us. They need spaces to come in and learn the right way, not just by social media. So I'm gonna pray that God create opportunities for you guys to go to schools and talk to them and do podcasts and teach them how they, once you long and gone, how they can do it and keep the tradition going. So, yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
girl. Look, I'm over this mug. You know how you get those jittery feelings on the inside of you about what you just heard. That was great. That was great.
Yeah.
And 10, I'm gonna talk to you about something in a minute, but we got some we're gonna connect on some other levels. But you all have been listening to WFTB 104.1 FM Tab Nashville Gospel Radio Station, where we bring y'all some of the best interviews in the city. And we were, like I say, blessed tonight. 10, you be blessed. We're gonna pray for safe travels home. You got all her information out there. Y'all go out there and support y'all. That's one thing she said it. We can go out there and we can say we can put a like, we can buy the new single. It's so many ways that we can help support each other, y'all. Let's do our thing, y'all. So y'all be blessed out there. Y'all have an amazing evening. 10. Thank you. Can't say that enough.
Thank
y'all
you,
have an
guys.
amazing
Have a good night, everybody.
All righty. I told y'all it was going to be a good conversation, sacrificing conversations. Did you subscribe yet? Hit that like button. You might get something that's going to help your life. Y'all be blessed.